Oh man, listen, we got a very special guest in the building today. As you see, I had to do this one solo because I felt compelled because of our personal relationship, how long we've known each other, how long we've been like brother and sister. I mean, kind of like one of those, what they say, same mother, different. You know how that whole saying go. But listen, this is your boy EDUBZ coming to you with an exclusive, and I mean an absolute exclusive. The one of the most creative, most personable people I know at the same time. Hardworking, hustling, mother, wife,
grandma.
Oh my God, the list goes on and on. But I can't sit here and thank her enough for blessing us with her presence right here on Total Divine Entertainment. You can find us on YouTube. We got a special announcement to make today. This will be a once a month thing where we get Keisha's passion for fashion. I can't make it up. She's here. She's in the building. I'm humbly proud to have her in my presence. Keisha, how you doing?
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm blessed.
And listen, you know, it just goes to show us, like, your creativity when it comes to fashion. What inspired you, or what gave you the courage to kind of be yourself when it comes to dressing, to give the fans an idea of what brought you to just be you?
My parents, my dad, you know, he was in the game, so he used to, you know, change his clothes 3 times a day. He was so smooth.
Yes, he was.
You know,
Mr. Butch was my
the
guy.
boss of ladies, and I just used to look up, and I used to be so like, you know, at that time it wasn't fly, but
Right, yeah.
Short. Then my mom was like, she just had an extensive taste about her. Like,
Okay.
even though we lived in the hood, but I never knew we lived in the hood
Facts.
because my mom, we
You all
had,
carried it different.
yes, like, so my mom was like shopping at the department stores and, you know, and stuff like that. So that good quality I got from her, and the creative side I got from my dad.
Okay, I mean, and that's interesting because, you know, as far as I can remember, going back on our childhood, you know, you going to school with, you know, one of my best friends in my life, you know what I mean, my ex, but, you know, still my being, whatever you want to call her, but Karetha, and we all kind of didn't know we all knew each other. You know what I mean? And then it came to the dynamic where, you know, you get to a school and be like, yo, I know that girl. Who Keisha? Oh yeah, my gosh, she can dress her butt off. You know, so, I mean, I just say all that to say, like, what makes it different for you, like, when you do go out on a normal occasion? Like, how do you depict what you might wear, what you might not wear, or is it just something that you think about? Do you dream about what you're going to put on the next day, or how does that go?
Sometimes it's all of the above. Like, sometimes I might wake up and, depending on where I'm going, you know, if I'm going to a funeral, of course I ain't gonna wear no hoochie mama.
Right.
If I'm going to a nightclub, of course I'm not gonna wear nothing conservative. So it all depends on
Right.
where I'm going, and also the mood. Sometimes the weather play into it, you know. So it all depends. Sometimes I dream about it.
Yeah. So tell the folks what you think that you can creatively show them when it comes to fashion, things that you might have in your head that you can present to them as, you know, almost like every time you walk out the door, it's like, be yourself.
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling them?
Yeah, just be yourself. And most of the time you can tell people personality sometime about
Through their dress,
through their
yes.
dress. Because
I totally agree.
Because at the end of the day, you are the first person. Like, people always say, oh, I want somebody intelligent, I want somebody smart, but you don't know that until, you know, you start talking to them. But when you see somebody how they dress, it's like they speak to you. You know, like,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you be like, oh, you know, she creative, she outgoing.
Yeah, because I know I always got that critique, you know, but somebody who's sitting on camera to my right, you know, can tell you we always had a swag about ourselves, you know, just the way our neighborhood was.
Right.
You had to be pretty much that guy every time you walked out the door because your homie was your competition. And we didn't even look at it like that, but that's just what the cult we were cut from. Because that's what we saw.
Right.
So imagine that, and then going through those phases where we saw everything evolve to what it once become.
Right.
So when you see another fly individual, somebody who meets that energy, you say, "Whoa, she dressed different. She different." So like I think sometimes even when I get dressed or I'm putting something together or an ensemble that I'm thinking about it through a mindset of like it's just got to be you, like that's your moment.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And it just seems to me every time you step out, you make it your moment. And that's the thing. Because I just want to say that to you because it's like, how can she outdo herself this time?
Because my dad always, like I always tell people, my dad always used to tell me, if you gotta ask somebody how you look, then you shouldn't be winning. So at the end of the day,
very influential.
So if I look in the mirror and I like what I see, that's who I am.
Yeah.
Like, I can't be nobody but me.
Yeah.
I can't dress for you. I can't dress for him. I don't even dress for myself.
So listen. But before we go any further, talk about this outfit because I'm loving the boots. I'm loving whatever you did, how you covered the boots. I'm loving the ensemble. I mean, oh my God, girl, this outfit is flawless.
Actually, he's glitzy. So,
oh my God.
But I mix high with low with something I might create in myself.
Okay.
Like this bag right here. This was a keychain.
Wow.
A little keychain.
Talk
Chanel.
about it.
It's a Chanel keychain bag.
Okay.
But I put a chain on it.
That's something.
And then I just leave it.
Look, y'all, I can't make this shit up. I tell y'all all the time, when you get on my show, it's real, it's raw, but it's giving you you know what I'm trying to say, it's authentic. Let's just go there. I'm having a smoke a little bit, y'all. But in any event, Keisha shows you just what you can do with an outfit. And if we're looking at it, you saying, yo, it's $1 million. But in her head, she laughing all the way to the bank because she know how she puts stuff together. And again, what she say, keyword, the high, that part, or the low. But you got to know your level in between. So that's where I think the dynamic with her having her own show and bringing this special event to you guys once a month, where she's going to display outfits. We're gonna literally try to make her. I mean, she's already an icon, but her own super icon. If I may give her flowers now, because anybody that knows Keisha, anybody, and I mean anybody, from North Philly to wherever she go, she's remembered because it's something she walked in that room with, y'all, that was just different, and you knew it. You knew it. We talk about it. Yeah. So touch on that feeling where it just seems like every time you're able to raise the bar from a fashion standpoint, like you can't make this up.
And it's so funny, like
you like Little Kim, like I'm serious, like you really have that star power. You really do.
And and it's so crazy you say that because I always tell people like that. I was Lil Kim before Lil Kim. Of course,
talk about it.
And of course, I'm older than her. Like,
talk about it.
I was wearing, like, really, in my era, and when I was young, I was wearing it. So I was one of those ones wearing no this and no this and no that, Because in your 20s, you finding yourself, you got a body, And then, like I said, I always was different. So the stuff that Lil Kim was wearing, I was wearing when we couldn't wear it. Exactly. So people used to look at like, oh, she know fresh and she know this and she that. But guess what? And everybody wind up throwing in and the same ones. And,
exactly. And it's funny because, like, I know that, me and her husband, we grew up in that era where, you knew what you had to bring to the table. There was no denying what your respect was built on.
Right.
And Keisha was always fashion. Like, straight up and down. Not to say this girl can't knuckle, but she can do that too. She's from North Philly, don't forget that part. And just being very, like, for me, like, from day one, man, since the day we met to this day, never changed. You know how hard that is to say about people in today's society? We go back 40 plus years. And I'm so blessed to have this young lady in my life. I'm telling you, I'm definitely honored. Her and her husband, because me and her husband used to play ball together. We did a lot together, and just having his presence here today too is such a blessing, man. Because to see any of my brothers who are still here with us, man, me and his wife about to do great things. He might have not worked, but I don't know if we're going to take him with us, Keish. But, you know, we'll send him a couple checks back. But that being said, I'm just so, again, gratefully humbled to have you start your own show. Work with me. Let's network. Let's grow this thing together.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, man, are you kidding me? I can't listen.
You couldn't have chose anybody else, but you chose me, and I appreciate it to give me this platform.
I love it.
And
I appreciate you.
And I'm so confident, like, in myself, because I tell people, like, you can put me up with the stars.
I know that's right.
And they got way more money than me,
know,
and I'm
talk
still,
about it.
and the way I put my stuff together,
I know that's right.
still stand out. So, you know, it's just be yourself.
Yeah, and listen, that's the platform we building on, right? Like, because that's what it's all about. Bridging that gap, making everything fit. You know, some things fit and some things don't, but you know when it fits. And, excuse me, but that dynamic has given us this true light that now we see together. And we're going to go on this journey together. I'm your boy, EDUBZ. This is KEISHA MCCOY. Listen, the fashion icon guru. You will now see her on Total Defy Entertainment.
Woo!
On YouTube.
You know.
This promo, this interview has been awesome. I'm telling you, I can't thank my girl enough again. Keisha, tell them where they can reach you at.
Oh, Keisha 40.42 on Instagram and Facebook.
There you go. So listen, man. We had a great show. We got a lot lined in store for you guys as the episodes continue to build. We want you to follow us, like, subscribe. Listen, comment, give us any feedback because we want this show to be everything to you as much as it is to us. Again, we humbly applaud. Thank you. God bless.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.